G'day everyone and welcome back to the channel, and today I'm going to be going through every AFL finals match that I have attended. I've attended 9 finals in my life. I'm going to go through all of them from 2013 to 2022. Let's go. So let's start off back in 2013. The first ever final I attended was at Subiaco Oval, where Fremantle defeated Sydney by 25 points in the preliminary final to send the Dockers on to the grand final. This still goes down as the best final I have ever attended. The noise in Subiaco Oval is like, it's close to what you'd experience at a sold out MCG. Just the atmosphere in there is like nothing I've ever heard before. It was rocking, full of Freo fans. Sydney were outclassed on the day. It got close in the fourth quarter. We were up big for most of the game until Sydney won about a 6-goal run in the fourth. The Dockers got the job done in the end. And when that final siren went, is probably, I mean, I was quite young at the time, but it's still one of the most relieving moments of my life. On to final number 2. It was the week after the last final. It was the 2013 grand final at the MCG. Hawthorn 77, Freo 62. A devastating game, to say the least. Again, I was quite young, but I remember a lot of these things from early in my days of going to the footy. This grand final was, again, noise like you'll never hear. I mean, it's a grand final. Of course, you'll hear absolutely ridiculous noise. We had a nervy start. We had a nervy game, to be honest. I mean, we didn't have that young a team. We actually had quite an experienced, well-seasoned team. But, you know, we've got Fife missing from 30 out directly in front, going on the full. With either, I think, Tendai Mzungu kicked our first goal of that game. Yeah, look, it was a nervy game, to say the least. Michael Walters tied the game up in the third quarter. And then Hawthorn ran away with it in the fourth, getting the job done by 15 points and starting off their three-peat. In final number 3, it was the year after. It was the semi-final at Subiaco Oval, where Port Adelaide beat Fremantle by 22 points. This is a final I don't have amazing memory of. It was a pretty irrelevant final, to be honest. I think it was pretty close all the way, like really neck and neck. I think it was a tied game at 3/4 time. But yeah, Port Adelaide ran away with it, and they were the better team all day, and they won that by 22 points. The fourth final I ever attended was the year after that, in 2015, the qualifying final at Subiaco Oval, where it was Fremantle 69, Sydney Swans 60. Again, I don't have a lot of memory of this game. It's not a final that's been remembered as a real classic or a famous final. I couldn't even tell you what really happened. It was we won the minor premiership that year, but leading up into finals, we had absolutely horrible form, and I think it carried into this game. It was a real scrapey sort of win against Sydney, which did send us into a prelim final, which brings us on to the next final I attended. It was the 2015 preliminary final. And yeah, that was horrible. Hawthorn tore us to shreds. The scoreboard flagged us. It should have been more than 27 points. It was the Dockers 67, Hawthorn 94. But yeah, Hawthorn pulled our pants down and went on the following week to beat the West Coast Eagles in the grand final. I actually remember I played odds kick at half time in this prelim final. Kicked a snag from the boundary. Absolutely incredible. And fun fact, that year, the grand final was on my birthday, and if Freo won that prelim, it would have been Freo versus West Coast in a grand final on my birthday. That would have just been the dream scenario and the most horrible scenario at the same time. The sixth final I ever went to, it skipped 6 years, from 2015 to 2021. It was the semi-final last year at Optus Stadium, where Geelong beat Greater Western Sydney by 35 points, 103 to 68. The Cats pantsed the Giants. The Giants were never really in it. The Cats came off a disappointing qualifying final loss the week before. The Giants came off a thrilling 1-point upset win in Tassie against the Swans, and the Cats just showed their class and showed what was expected to be done on that day and got a solid win over the Giants. The next final I went to was the week after that, back at Optus Stadium for the prelim final between the D's and the Cats, and this was one of the most dominant finals displays you'll ever see. A famous final. It was the Demons who got the job done by 83 points, 125 to 42, and this could go down as potentially the best individual performance I've ever seen live. Max Gawn got about 5 goals, 20 touches, 40 something hit outs. It was an absolutely unreal display from Max Gorn that day. I remember it like it was yesterday. It was an absolutely incredible day, not only for Max Gorn, but for the Melbourne Footy Club, who went on to the grand final the next week at Optus Stadium, which I unfortunately could not get tickets for. The 8th final I ever went to was a few weeks ago in 2022, the elimination final at Optus Stadium, where the Dockers beat the Bulldogs by 13 points. We were down 42-1 halfway through the second quarter, down by 41 points, the biggest finals turnaround in 29 years. And I'm not sure what happened, but the Dogs' defense just fell off. The Dogs' pressure just fell off. We had stage fright in the first half of the game, and then after that, we just went bang, bang, bang. It was a goal from Walters. It was a goal from Brayshaw that got us kick-started, and then we went bang, 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 and fired in to a semi-final, which I just attended last weekend. The most recent final I went to, the second semi-final at the MCG. Collingwood 79, Fremantle 59, ending our season. It was, let's just say it's a game where the scoreboard definitely flagged us. We were horrible. We deserved to lose by more than 20. It's one of the, we just got straight stage fright. 90,000 fans at the ground, of whom probably 88,000 were all Pies fans, maybe even more. It was one of the most hostile crowds I've ever been in. We got stage fright. We have a very young list, and I'm still very optimistic for the future, and hopefully we can build on that. So if we have another situation like this next year or in the years to come, we can work on those sorts of skills of playing in huge crowds like that. Anyway, guys, thank you all for watching. We are still on the road to 5K. We're about 60 subs away, and we're trying to hit 5K by grand final day. So do your part, hit the subscribe button to help us hit that milestone. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all next time. Cheers.